Sound advice indeed. Time to talk about business stories of the day now. IAN Kerr's here. He's the Employment Services Director at Work Solutions Limited. Ian, welcome. Remind people who are not familiar what Work Solutions does again.
We're a social and ethical recruitment agency looking to help workless individuals back into work, either through temporary work, temp to perm or permanent vacancies. OK. So, how has it been in the run-up to Christmas? Traditionally a time when companies take on extra staff. But, as an economic indicator, if they haven't been, that would say we're in a recession. So, how's it been? Our experience is that the temporary labour market is going really well, particularly, obviously, in the retail sector. Lots of shops looking to recruit people for the Christmas period.
As you would expect, or lower or higher than you would expect in terms of numbers employed?
I'd say probably in line with last year, actually, no lower or higher.
So that's, in terms of how the economy is performing, then pretty good, I would imagine. If employers are needing the staff, they must be predicting that they're going to get the customers in.
Absolutely, and the shops seem to be booming in Manchester city centre. It seems to be a good start to the festive season. Yeah, we were reporting yesterday, record-taking so far in the run-up to Christmas. Let's talk about a couple of companies. Well, one local and one not so local. We announced yesterday that Kellogg's are going to give their staff a Christmas bonus, and the Telegraph Media Group announced today that it is to return to that system. If you work for the Telegraph, a media organisation, you'll get 500 quid. Kellogg's staff on average 680. Now, that's presumably a great way to encourage sort of, employee loyalty and good performance, isn't it? Absolutely. It's not always the money that counts, really, with employees. A lot of this is to do with recognition for hard work put in and decent results achieved. So it's pleasing to hear of local companies paying out bonuses to employees and trying to retain good staff.
I mean, the Telegraph have had a particularly good year. If you've followed your papers and the MP's expenses, their circulation went through the ceiling. But do you think an employer gets back in reward from the employer, from the employee? I mean, £500 an employee is quite a lot for the Telegraph to give, or 680 from Kellogg's. Will they get that back in goodwill, do you think, that they can measure?
It depends how the bonus system works, but very often bonuses are related to performance, and the performance is judged after the event, and then the bonus is paid. So very often the company has already gone beyond its performance targets and knows it can afford to pay the bonus. Right. But essentially, the payment of bonus is another way to keep good staff.
Keeps good relations, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
However, strike action is not, and British Airways staff, or cabin crew at least, and some others, are saying they're going to strike for 12 days over the Christmas period. How do you read that one?
Well, it's very bad news for BA. It's bad news for those who want to travel with BA over the Christmas period. And really we have to hope that the strike action is avoided, because I'm not convinced it benefits anybody.
It's interesting you say it's bad news for BA. I mean, obviously the staff are the ones that are striking. Why is it bad news for the company?
Because it just does more to reduce consumer confidence in BA's products and its reliability, really.
Surely the union knew that, though, when it called its members out?
Well, absolutely. If you're going to call a strike, you call it at a time when it will have most effect, really, don't you? But we have to hope the strike is avoided, I think. There
is some speculation. It may yet be. British Airways, I read today, are taking legal action. They're questioning whether a ballot of members was as accurate as the others. Having said that, there's always every cloud has a silver lining. Some other airlines may benefit with additional business, may they not?
Well, absolutely. I'm sure the other airlines are rubbing their hands with glee, but it's not good news for BA, and I don't actually think it's good news for the airline industry as a whole. We went through the 9/11 scenarios, additional security checks.
Fuel prices went to the ceiling a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Prices went up. Really, the airline industry needs to be doing as much as it can to convince people that it's a reliable, form of transport. 12
days strike over Christmas is perhaps not the best way to do that. Ian, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts.